Like most car enthusiasts, I love the WRX STI. I've got the hat, I've got the watch, but you know, I'm a little confused because I also love the Evo. I've even got the shirt to prove it. I think what we should do is take both these cars out on the same roads and see which one comes out ahead. Oh, that's really a nice sounding engine, and it just pulls everywhere across the rev band. This thing pulls. And the shifter itself is, well, it's a little bit more shifting. There's another gear to take care of, but this kind of car, why not shift a little bit more? Depends what you like. Yeah, it does take away from the speed and the power, but it's definitely fun to roll through the gears. And if you think they look good on the outside, take a look under the hood. The Evo and the STI, well, they kind of swap horsepower and torque ratings. The Evo has 291 horsepower and 300 pound-feet of torque, and the STI has 305 horsepower and 290 pound-feet of torque. It kind of all evens out in the end, and really comes down to it, they're both a blast to drive. Now what about the all-important ride, handling, and braking? Well, these cars that's really their forte. These cars are amazing. Both are absolutely brilliant. This, as far as ride goes, I'll give a little bit of a nod to the Subaru because, well, it's got the double wishbone rear suspension, and that's just fantastic. It soaks up bumps a lot better, and it's a lot smoother around town too. Easier to live with from a day-to-day perspective. This one here in the Evo, it's a little harsher, it's a little firmer. What about handling around the corners? Well, the corners, I have to give a little bit of a nod to the Evo. It just seems to be a little lighter on its feet. The all-wheel drive system is a little more advanced, and it's not a do-it-yourself all-wheel drive system like the STI has. This one here is one where it's automatic. Set it to gravel, set it to snow or tarmac, and it does the rest for you, and it'll make you a hero, absolute hero. Braking, they're both fantastic. Unlike last year, when both cars were sedans, Subaru's gone and shaken things up a bit by giving us a hatchback, and both cars look really aggressive. Where the Evo has this monstrous grille in the front that could suck up large dogs, this one here has this massive hood scoop that could probably take in small children. This one has engine vents in it with a smaller hood scoop, but all round they both have an aggressive shape to them. Big aggressive fender flares here, kind of a more elegant look on this side. Terrific looking cars either way. The STI has a real growl, a real unique sound to its engine unlike any other car on the road, and that's because it has a horizontally opposed boxer engine. Kind of like a Volkswagen, the old style Volkswagen anyways, from the Beetle days. This one's water cooled, of course, and a lot more powerful than any of those old Volkswagens were. Well, the STI does have a nicer ride, I'll give it that much, but in handling, I'm going to give the nod to the Evo because it's sharper, it's a little more fun, you can kick the rear end out a lot easier with it. It's just more of a performance car. This thing is still fabulous, so it's better than almost anything else on the market. Again, it comes down to what you want because, well, we've got a hatchback design. Some people like that more. They think it's sportier. It's also really convenient to have that lift back glass window here. And also, you've got the trunk design on this Mitsubishi, which is probably more secure because it's safer to put things into a trunk. Both have big wings on them. This one's more integrated into the design. It's quite stylish in that way. This one here is just plain boy racer. It looks fast just by looking at it. Both taillight designs are very attractive. This one has LEDs in them, so it has a bit more upscale feel, where this one's more a traditional one. And at the bottom, well, they both have diffusers. I'll give the nod to the Mitsubishi's big diffuser. It's quite aggressive, but I'll give the other nod to the dual tailpipes, the 4 tailpipes in the back end of this Subaru. They look fantastic. Now the drivetrains are really different in these two cars. This is a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, got a turbocharger on it. They're both 4 cylinders with a turbocharger. The Subaru's got 2.5 liters, but they react totally different. This one revs a little bit higher, feels a little more free revving, and, well, it's got that just a little bit more torque to it. They're both a blast though off the line. They both move so quickly. The shifter, this one's a 5-speed, and the Subaru's got a 6-speed. And most people would say, oh, I want the 6-speed because that's better. My opinion, this 5-speed is almost perfect. It's so tight and so nice. And to go quickly, well, there's less gear changing, so actually this little car here is just a hair faster. You know, both these cars are absolutely fabulous. They're both fun to drive. They're better than most cars in their class, if not all cars in their class. The Evo's racier, edgier, a little bit more fun to throw through the corners, where the STI is more refined, more polished, but it still goes through the corners really well. It's going to come down to what you want. And really, for me, my style, I'm going to go with the Evo. It just suits me really well. But I'd totally understand it if you wanted to go for the STI.